Hi, welcome to Mystery Mike. Thank you all for tuning in. Alrighty, today is a beautiful day here in central Maryland. It's about 50 degrees. It's a real nice treat for this time of the year. It's going to get colder later this week, but overall this has been a mild winter. I'm going to go ahead and show you our wood pile we just got behind my son that's filming me right here. And what it is, it's a lot of ash trees, because unfortunately the ash beetle has been killing the ash trees. Now I'm not 100% sure, but I'll show you this up here. This is probably what the ash beetle does. Now don't hold me to this because I'm not 100% sure, but see all those little designs in there? That's probably what the beetle's doing. Like I said, I'm not positive, but if I was to guess, and what it does naturally when it gets on there, all that bark like that, it kills all the bark and all the sapwood, and that kills the tree. Because this part of the tree is already dead. This ain't nothing. But once they get up under the bark and the sapwood, that will kill the tree. And look, you can see how they bored in there. And look, there's actually the sawdust from them boring. Boy, they're really doing a nasty job. That's gotta be what's happening. Wow, that's a shame, because we don't need to lose any of our trees. All right, I'm going to go ahead and film my son, and I want him to tell you a little bit about his new chainsaw he got. My son just recently purchased this new chainsaw, nice Stihl chainsaw here. Now I have the one step down from him, but for big stuff like this, you want nothing no smaller than that there. And that there, that's an industrial one, right, Anthony? Professional one there. And
you can see it's only an 18-inch bar, so this is a big tree here.
But this saw's really got a lot more power than mine. It's really doing a good job. Before you ever use a chainsaw, if you never used one any, please make sure you do a lot of research and get as much experience as you possibly can, because if you get cut by one, they're very nasty, and you definitely want to use all the safety protection as you possibly can, especially for the ears. My son has headphones. And what decibels are your headphones, Anthony?
29.
Plus, he doubles up with earplugs, and he has his safety goggles. And then look at that nice new hard hat he's got. That has the American flag on it, and presidents all on there from the past and the future here. Boy, that is nice. And then he don't have chaps. You should have chaps, because if you ever come back and hit those chaps, it will kill the saw and not cut you. And that's what he's going to get here in due time. And would you like to tell him some things about your saw there?
Well, it's the Ms261 Stihl, obviously. Really like it. I just put these bigger dogs on it. Just testing them out, because it only comes with one. So far I like them, because they really bite into the wood, but it's a 50cc saw, so you got to watch how hard you dig into it. I'm not that much of a moron. The bar is upside down, but that's so I get even wear. Every gallon of gas I put through it, I'll flip it back over, and that way it wears evenly and lasts a long time, because these bars they're kind of expensive. But yeah, it's a nice, really light saw. So, yeah.
So far, it's really doing a good job. And you just gotta be really careful doing chainsaw work and cutting wood and all, because it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of hard work, but it can be dangerous. You gotta be careful. And you can see here where he's cutting. Now, when your chips get small and it starts looking like it's throwing sawdust out, like this here.
When it looks like that, you want to sharpen it.
Right, when it looks like that there in front of his foot, you want to sharpen it. But now when it's big, like in front of
it's like this, that's when you know it's doing good. It's
kicking out the big chips. And what he's going to do now, because it is getting a little dull, he's going to go ahead and sharpen it. And see how nice those chips are? Now that shows that you got a nice sharp chainsaw there. Now I've done this in the past, but I don't advise anybody to do it, and I know other folks that have, and you even probably do it, ones that saw, possible, is use old motor oil to lubricate the bar. Don't do it. Make sure you got a high quality lubrication, because it makes it much more easier on your saw, make it last longer all the way around, and it's easier on you.
I think it'll actually void your warranty if you use it on one of these.
Yeah, so you always want to make sure that you use good stuff, because if you take that high quality bar oil and you spin it, it will stick and stay on it, like if you were to whip it with a spoon or a potato whip. Alrighty, he's sharpening his saw up real nice here. He likes a nice sharp saw. As soon as it gets dull, he stops.
See, a lot of people, they don't, I mean, I just sharpen on the ground because it's easier for me. I don't have a vise or anything, and this works fine. But I just like this because it's just easy, because you know you got your flat file and your round file, so you're doing everything at once, so just do it in one shot versus the machine or whatever, you know. I mean, this might take a little longer, but
yeah, it's a really nice setup there.
I like it. And then, you know, I'll just do all of the one side and then do the next side, and then there's a green link, so that way you know where you started and stopped.
I gotta make a comment on that helmet again. I really like that. That's neat.
Thank you. And I don't get too crazy with this. I just pretty much just do 4 strokes on every single one and call it good. I mean, I can always just buy a new chain. But, yeah, this has little marks on it so that it tells you what angle to try and sharpen on. But I've found that it's, I don't know. I found that just kind of just do it. You know, everyone like makes a big deal over sharpening it. You watch sharpening videos, at least I do, watch sharpening videos, and they're like, do this, do that. People are like, it took me 20 years to master how to sharpen a chainsaw. And I'm like, what? Because it took me like 2 seconds to figure out. So, I don't know, maybe it's just me. And then, now I'm back to my green link, so that whole side's done, so now I can sharpen the other way, and then you just flip it over. It's directional, so that's for that way, this is for this way, and then there's a different file. So.
I don't know if I mentioned, but we like cutting our logs up about 16 inches. Some people like them 18 inches, but we do 16 because it works in his and my stove real good. All right, I'll get them cutting up here in a little bit. when you're cutting into a pile like this, you really got to be careful because the pile can shift. You cut this log and it's up against that one. If you're not paying attention, you can get your leg or arm crushed in it. So you really got to be careful. If you can get it pulled out and away from the pile, it's best to do, but sometimes you can't do that. We might have to bring the loader over and get some of the other logs out. But anyway, if you're ever cutting into a pile like that, you gotta really be careful. Alrighty, well, if you use a chainsaw, like I said, find out as much as you can about it for safety. Alright, I hope you enjoyed that. Just remember, be someone important, be yourself. Until next time, God bless. See ya.